My name is Rick Zbur, and I'm president and chair of the board of the California League of Conservation Voters. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to CLCV's 2015 Northern California Environmental Leadership Awards, where we'll honor some of the most amazing champions for California's climate solutions and our clean energy future. I first want to thank our event sponsors that we've recognized in tonight's journal and on our video displays. And I want to especially thank our champion sponsors, the California Labor Federation, the Environmental Defense Fund, Maureen Grace, Nick Josefowitz, Next Gen Climate, the National League of Conservation Voters, and the State Building and Construction Trades Council of California. I'd also like to thank and recognize the elected officials who are with us tonight, including State Insurance Commissioner Dave Jones, Assembly members David Chu, Mark Stone, and Phil Ting, former Assembly member and ARB member Hector De La Torre, San Francisco Board of Supervisors member Scott Wiener, Oakland City Council member Dan Kolb, and East Bay Municipal Utility District Board member Doug Linney, and a CLCV board member. Thank you for joining us tonight, for your leadership, for your service to California and to your constituents. Thanks to our honorees and to all of you, California leads the nation when it comes to environmental progress and values. As a father of 3 amazing kids, I'm so proud that we're collectively passing on these values of stewardship, sustainability, and innovation to the next generation of conservation leaders. Clean air, water, and communities for our families are the direct result of your support of CLCV's work to elect champions to the state legislature and to Congress and to the constitutional offices, and to hold our lawmakers accountable to a bold environmental agenda. So thank you so much for your support. Now it's my pleasure to turn over the mic and introduce you to our amazing CEO, Sarah Rose.
Thank you all for being here. I want to thank everybody for always being part of this event. It's always so great to see so many colleagues and supporters and sponsors here with us every evening. And I also want to make sure to thank our board chair, Rick Zbur, for being here, and also to recognize the work and commitment of our board of directors and our Green Advisory Council members. Thank you so much for being a part of this organization. So tonight we are honored to recognize 3 outstanding environmental champions who also happen to be 3 outstanding women doing tremendous work. Feel proud. So Lisa Hoyos is the director and co-founder of Climate Parents and has been a campaigner in the labor, environmental, and environmental justice movements in California for more than 20 years. She's committed to building a movement of parents and families for climate action that is ethnically and geographically diverse. Lisa Jackson is currently Apple's Vice President of Environmental Initiatives and the former administrator of the US EPA, where she focused on reducing greenhouse gases, protecting air and water quality, preventing exposure to toxic contamination, and expanding outreach to communities and environmental issues. Annie Nodoff is the California Advocacy Director for the Natural Resources Defense Council and a CLCV board member for over 20 years, and has played a leading role in efforts to secure many of California's landmark environmental laws, including the California Marine Life Protection or Management Act, the Clean Car Bill, and the Global Warming Solutions Act. These women are leading from different places in our shared effort to protect our families and our planet, and we are honored to bring them together tonight. I also do need to take a quick minute to recognize someone who's not with us here tonight, who was supposed to be. Tom Hayden had planned to be here to recognize or to give the award to Lisa Hoyos. Unfortunately, some of you may know he had suffered a stroke on Friday. Thankfully, it's not impaired his thinking or his writing or his speech. And for those of you who know him, I'm sure it will not slow him down for long. But he is missed here tonight. And we all know that we can't afford to slow down, because with major climate change proposals from the governor and equally bold proposals in the state legislature to reduce pollution, cut petroleum, and increase our use of renewable energy, 2015 is our opportunity to demonstrate to all of our elected leaders that health and the future of every Californian, from Bakersfield to Benicia, from Richmond to Redlands, depend on their leadership on these important issues. And yet, in contrast, we do have continued reminders of the cost of our continued addiction and reliance on oil. Our most vulnerable communities are without regular access to drinking water because of threats to groundwater supplies and our historic drought. And the beautiful Santa Barbara coastline, its people and its wild creatures are again suffering from one of the worst oil spills in years. But together we do have the power to change the future. Together we must demand that our leaders stand up to the dirty energy industry and continue to set the bar high for protecting our environment, our children's health, and our wild places. At CLCV, we're looking towards 2016 and a very important election year. In the next year, we will elect a president, a new U.S. Senator from California, and a state legislature that will hold the future of California for the next decade. What California needs and what our country needs are strong, committed champions who will make our families, not oil industry profits, their top priority. So electing champions and realizing progress is a collective effort. Nobody does this alone, and your part is actually very critical. With your help, CLCV has the ability to reach and mobilize tens of thousands of pro-environmental voters in key districts across the state. These are the voters that influence legislators. These are the voters who will elect the legislature that will be committed to carrying forward California's ingenuity and leadership. Sometimes people say that elections don't matter, but electing real leaders, it really does matter, because the efforts led by our champions, the people that we elect, we're making progress, including research that suggests and shows that thanks in part to our landmark clean air laws, children in Southern California are literally breathing easier. These policies are saving lives. Who we elect really does matter. So our champions are also working to strengthen our economy, which is already the world's 7th largest, and at the same time ensure that the economic growth includes communities that need it most. California has created more jobs than any other state in the country in 2014, adding nearly 500,000 jobs, not in spite of, but because of our climate and clean energy policies. Tonight, we are privileged to honor leaders who are bringing their many voices to this goal. They are true environmental heroes from different but complementary corners of the environmental movement. As a parent of 2 daughters, I am particularly proud to have these women leading the way and walking the walk. It gives me hope for their future. So thank you for supporting CLCV and for your support of California's environmental leadership and its example for the rest of the nation and the world. With your help, we will get this done. Thank you so much.